Hola chicos. Um, Sorry can't be there today. We had to do some trainings. It was completely last minute, so sorry for not giving you a heads up. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to go over lesson 14, 15, and 16. 14, 15, y 16. We're not going to do the spirals together. What I want you to do is that's going to be for homework. The spirals. Right now, we're going to do lesson 14, 15, and 16. Now, you're going to be using your headphones for this, your headphones, and making sure no one's talking. Because in order to finish, you need to be following along and writing what I am writing. Now, let's get started. For lesson 14, and I apologize for my voice, it still hasn't come back completely. Multiplying fractions by fractions, chicos. What we're going to do is we are going to multiply the top with the top, bottom with the bottom. The numerator is going to multiply the numerator, and the denominator is going to multiply the denominator. Now, we're going to multiply the top with the top, bottom with the bottom. We're going to multiply across. What's 1 times 2 in the top? 2. 4 times 5, 20. Now, as you can see here, there's going to be some fractions that you can reduce, that you have to simplify. So you're going to simplify if possible. Now, in this case, hopefully it is somewhat straightforward which one we're going to divide by, what number we're going to divide by to reduce this fraction. To simplify, we're going to divide it by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 20 divided by 2. Perfecto. Ahora, this is what we're going to be doing for this lesson. We're going to do guided practice just so that you see what I'm doing. We're going to multiply the top with the top, bottom with the bottom. What's 1 times 2? 2. 2 times 3? 6. Now, can we reduce this? Can we divide both of these numbers by one number? Yes. We can divide 2 by 2 and 6 by 2. This has to be the same number. And divide by different. So 2 divided by 2, 1. 6 divided by 2, 3. That's our answer. Ahora, look at the work. No es nada. Nadita. Ahora, let me do this one. 2 times 7, 14. 3 times 10, 30. Remember, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Now that's a 4. What could I reduce these two by? Well, you know what? I know both of these are even numbers. And if they're even numbers, you can always divide by 2. So 14 divided by 2, 7. And 30 divided by 2, 15. You cannot reduce this anymore. No se puede hacer más chiquito. Entonces, esa es nuestra respuesta. That's our answer. Now, this is what we're going to be doing for this lesson. Very, very, very simple. Top with the top, bottom with the bottom. 2 times 1, 2. 5 times 2, 10. Can we reduce this? Yes. We divide both of these. Simplify by 2. 1 over 5. Now, the reason even even. That means you can divide by 2. Always, always. If you have an even number, you can divide by 2. Qué fácil, sir. I know, ¿verdad? Ya sé. Now, multiply numerator times denominator, denominator times denominator. 3 times 1, 3. 5 times 3, 15. Can we reduce this? Yes. What can I divide by? 3. 1 and a 5. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3, 5. Ahora, go ahead and try these on your own. What I would recommend is pausing the video so I don't give you the answers. Vamos. And vamos means let's go. I'm just checking what's over here. Okay, awesome. Awesome. 4 little problems, 4 little problems. Papita. Now, you should have paused the video already to do them, but I'm going to continue because this is live for me. So, top with the top, bottom with the bottom. I'm going to do the ones on the left. That way I guarantee you do at least 2 on your own. Top with the top, bottom with the bottom. So 1 times 2, 2. 8 times 7, 56. Ahora, can I simplify this? Yes, this fraction can be simplified. Sorry about that. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 56 divided by 2, 28. Boom. Ahora. I'm doing the ones on the left. Ooh, that's awesome because look, 1 times 1, 1. So glad I chose this one. 5 times 3, 15. And because this is a 1, ya acabaron. There's no way to reduce 1. Answer. Perfecto. These 2, chicos, try your very best to reduce them. That's the hard part, so to say. But just try your best. Look at the multiplication tables. Whatever way helps. But try it on your own. Right now you're using your headphones. And the class should be silent. Ahora. These in the back, chicos. I'm so sorry again. These in the back are the same thing. Same thing. You're multiplying 2 fractions. And as you can see, there's 2 fractions in all the questions. Right now, read the question, understand what they want. But what you're doing is multiplying fraction by fraction. That's our lesson right now. So you know that you are going to multiply these fractions. You're going to do the same thing we just did. And if it can be simplified, awesome. If not, that's our answer. All right? So let me continue for lesson 15. Multiplying fractions by a whole number. Now, if I wasn't clear, go ahead and do these. That's how easy they are. Sorry about that, chicos, again. Now, make sure this lesson 14 is finished. It's full, complete, done. All lesson 14. Ahora, lesson 15, very easy as well. Multiplying a fraction by a whole number. Now, rewrite the whole number as fraction by putting it over 1. You can do the same thing you just did in lesson 14. We just did by multiplying top with the top, bottom with bottom. Literally the same thing. But sir, it's different. No, you can make it the same. Look, all you got to do is divide by 1. That gives you fraction, and you're multiplying a fraction by a fraction. Lo mismito. It's the exact same thing. So top with the top, bottom with the bottom. 1 times 5, 5. 4 times 1, 4. Ahora, rewrite the multiplication problem with the new fraction. Multiply across, rewrite the multiplication problem using the new fraction. Simplify if possible. Ahora, perfecto. Perfecto. Now, this cannot be simplified right now, so we're going to keep it like this. So, 5 is the same thing as 5 over 1. So you have 1 over 4, 5 over 1. 5 times 1 is 5. 4 times 1 is 4. Now, right now, I'm not sure they would like for me to change this into a proper fraction. This is called improper fraction. Improper means that the bigger number is on top. Usually in math, we don't leave it like that. I'm so sorry, chicos. But I'm not sure if in this lesson, right now, all they want me to teach is that you multiply across and you just put a 1 over it. Now, we're going to leave it like that for now. We're going to leave it improper because there's no mention of making it proper. Making it proper would be 1 1/4. And I'll explain that later. Not right now. I don't think today's... well, I mean, you know what? Is divide. Oh, what happened there? Now, whatever you get, that's what's the answer is going to be. So how many times can 4 go into 5? 1, right? 1 times 4. 4. If you subtract, you get 1. So your whole number is 1. This is the remaining, right? This is the numerator. And my denominator stays the same. So, I mean, all you got to do is divide. But for now, let's keep it improper. At another time, we'll go over this. Okay? So let's just multiply, and that's it. Now, let's put a little 1. Hey, sorry. Let's put a little 1 under it. And want to multiply the top with the top, bottom with the bottom. 3 times 3, 9. 5 times 1, 5. Now, chicos, you can pause the video at any time. That way you can keep up. You can write down what I'm writing. But make sure you're working. No quiero a nadie que no esté haciendo eso. I don't want anyone not doing that. Ahora, this is our improper fraction. Improper fraction. If we wanted it proper, which, like I said, they weren't clear about wanting to do that, you just divide 1 time. Like literally 1 time. You don't have to add zeros, no decimals, nada. You just divide one step in division. So how many times can it fit? 1 time. 5 times 1 is 5. If you subtract, is 4. The answer is already here. Whole number is this one. Remainder, my numerator, and my denominator always stays the same. So, yeah. That's the proper fraction. This turns into a mixed number, mixed fraction. When the bigger number is on top, you're going to have something like this. It's going to look like this. And it makes sense because one whole is 5 out of 5, right? If my denominator is 5, that means to make it a whole, we need 5 out of 5. And since it goes over, and it goes over exactly 4, that's my fraction and the whole number it's included. Basically, it's saying we already had 5 out of 5, and the extra is 4 out of 5. So 5 out of 5 is 1, and this is what's left over from the 9. Now, right now, let's keep it improper. I don't want to confuse you anymore. So let's just multiply across and simplify if it's necessary, but we're not going to make it a mixed number. Not yet. At least not when I'm not there. Ahora, 5 times 4, 20. 1 times 24, 24. Now, we're going to divide both of these numbers by 2. You're right, but you can divide by a bigger number. My greatest common factor is 4 for this problem, for this fraction. 20 divided by 4, 5. And 24 divided by 4, 6. Boom. There we go. Perfecto. Ahora, están haciendo lo mismo, chicos. Básicamente, you're doing the same thing, literally, but all you're doing is just one little step, which is putting the 1. You put the 1, that way you can multiply top with the top, bottom with the bottom. Both are fractions. You keep it the same. So 2 times 5, we get 10. 15 times 1, you get 15. We can divide both of these by 5. Muy bien. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 15 divided by 5, 3. Boom. Awesome, right, chicos? I know. Same thing, you put a little 1. Put a little 1. Put a little 1. That's all you're doing. So 1 times 7, 7. 35 times 1, 35. Can we reduce this, chicos? Yes. Look. 1 over 5. Vamos. Now, like I said, you do these two at least. And back page. Increase or decrease and multiply by the fraction. Ooh, I love this. I really like this. Okay. So the back page, chicos, you have a whole number and a fraction. So that means you're going to do the same thing you've been doing over here. Lo mismito. You're going to put a little 1 under the whole number, and you're going to do the same thing. Top with the top, bottom with the bottom. If you can make it smaller, make it smaller. And you will, because if you multiply this, you're going to have a 5 at the end. Whatever it is. And 5 at the end, so it can be divided by 5. Whatever it is. Okay? Which is 15. Should be 255. Now, I'm 6, so don't take my word for it. Ahora, just do it normally, like you normally would, and find the fraction. Give me the fraction at the end. It should be 1 over something, because 5 divided by 5. Now, I went to the candy store and bought 3 pounds of candy. If half of Alan's candy was chocolate, so that's going to be easy, chicos. Half times 3. Remember to put a little 1 under it. Put a little 1 under it. Put a little 1 under it. Sorry about that. Ahora, this is something like a little extra just to test you guys. See how well you're doing. See how logical you think. Determine whether a number would increase or decrease if multiplied by the following fraction. So you're going to tell us if the number would be smaller or bigger if you multiplied by these numbers. If you multiply by 1/2. So what's half of 10? 5, right? So this one would be smaller because the answer would be 5. It goes smaller. This is 4/3. Let's use the same number, 10. So if we multiply by 10, right? Would it go smaller or bigger? I don't know, sir. Okay, well, if you don't know, do the same thing we've been doing. Actually multiply. So 4 times 10 is 40. 3 times 1, 3. So 40 divided by 3. 40 divided by 3, wow, that's a big number. That's a big fraction. This is the same denominator. And this was 4, now it's 40. Same denominator, did it go up? Yes, bigger. Ahora, go ahead and do the rest on your own. Just use logic, use common sense, and finish these. Sorry about that. Ahora, now let me go to the last lesson, which is dividing fractions. Now, dividing fractions. We're going to do something called KCF. No, not Kentucky Fried Chicken. Que rico, but no, we're not going to do that. Especialmente el pan. Now, just kidding. We're going to do KCF, not KFC. Estoy seguro que me van a decir luego al verlos el viernes. KCF, keep the first fraction. Change the division sign to a multiplication sign. And flip the second fraction. Reciprocal. Okay, so let's put KCF, not KFC. We're going to keep the first fraction, okay? So let's write it down again because we're going to keep it. We're going to change the division to a multiplication, okay? And we're going to flip the second fraction. So this 2 and these 3 are going to flip. Se van a cambiar de lado. So the 2 goes down and the 3 goes up. Now, after you do that, chicos, multiplying fractions, we already know how to do that. Top with the top, bottom with the bottom. 3, 4, boom. When you're dividing fractions, chicos, you're actually not dividing. We cannot divide by a fraction. You know why? Because this is a decimal. Can we divide by decimals, chicos? No. That's why. Es lo mismo. Because this is a decimal, this fraction, when you divide it, it becomes 0.6. No cabe, 6, 18. It's going to go on forever to be 6. Oh, sorry about that. If you were to bring a 0 down, it'd be 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. That's why we just put one little 6 and a little line representing infinity. Que siempre se va a ir para 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So this is a decimal. This fraction. All fractions are decimals, chicos, unless they give you a whole number. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to flip. After we flip, multiply top with the top, bottom with the bottom. Sorry. Top of the top, bottom of the bottom, we're done. Esto es lo que vamos a hacer, chicos. Very, very easy. Now, remember, we're going to simplify if it's possible. In this case, no. And you know, when there's just one number difference between them, there's literally no way that they're going to have a number to divide them. If it's just one number difference. So let's practice. Keep, change, flip. Not KFC, KCF. El pan. Qué rico. Just kidding. Ahora, we're going to keep this one. We're going to change the division to a multiplication, and we're going to flip the fraction. This, you literally just flip it. Top with the top, bottom with the bottom, 2 and 4. Can we make this smaller? Yes, we can divide by 2. 1, 2, 1/2, we're done. Okay, chicos, there's just one little step. But you're doing the same thing in all 3 lessons. That's why we did 3 lessons. Right now, the spirals, chicos, like I said, are going to be homework. But if you finish all the lessons, you can work on the spirals in class and turn it in class. But if you have not finished the spirals, it's homework. It's home. Ahora, keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Oh, sir, but how do I flip if it's not a fraction? Sorry. Fácil, chicos. Now it's a fraction. Ahora, keep, change, flip. Put a little 1. So keep, change, and flip. 1 times 1, 1. 2 times 3, 6. You cannot simplify it because it's 1. Yeah. Now, like I always do, chicos, let me do these 2, and then you do the rest on your own. Okay? So, keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Perfecto. We have keep, 1/8. Multiplication, flip, 2/1. Keep, change, flip. 2/8. What can I simplify by? 2. 1/4. Perfecto. Write it down, chicos. Write it down. All you got to do is write it down. And I do these, you do these, and the ones in the back. Pack is going to be complete, and you turn it in tomorrow. Turn it in. Anyone who doesn't turn it in, it's phone call home. And you know I will, because these are a lot of grades, chicos. Lesson 14, 15, 16, and 13. Each spiral and each lesson. That's times 2, so that's 8. 8 pages. Son bastante, it's 8 grades. So yes, each one of these is important, chicos. Be responsible. Ya no están chiquitos. Oh, no. We can't multiply yet. Mira, I'm trying to multiply. Keep, change, flip first. Sir, ¿qué le pasa? I know. Sorry. Now, change and then flip these. Okay? Now let's multiply. We cannot divide by decimal, by fraction. Fuchila. 3 times 5, 15. 5 times 6, 30. This is half of each other, so I know I can divide by this. Vámonos, papá. Perfect. Now, this video should have lasted 25 minutes, 26 minutes. So if you're following along, you're doing it, you should be done in no time, chicos. 25 minutes, 26, I don't know. I don't know exactly when I started, pero it's not that long, chicos. It's not that hard. It might seem it's always bastantes. No es cierto. It's very easy. It's the same thing over and over. Same thing over and over. Ahora, do these and the ones in the back. Now, mañana, chicos, tomorrow, me encargo de todo lo que íbamos a hacer. Mañana, best student. Mañana, your prize, if you earned one. Mañana todo, chicos. I apologize for not being there today. I didn't know that. Otherwise, I would have told you. Apologize. Ay, así como se escribe. I apologize, chicos. And go ahead and do these. Ando malo, and you can hear it, right? Now, I missed you all already. Please behave. And if not, well, I'm pretty sure I'll hear about it from Mr. Garza, from Ms. Lopez, or from the substitute. Have a nice one, chicos, and good luck. Take the spirals for homework. Just the spirals, and you know those are easy. And if not, just try your best on them. As long as you try, that's all I ask. Thank you very much. Have a nice one. Bye-bye.